Okay, so it's time for me to chime in. Um, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Harmony, and today I want to talk about the Tuskegee thing. Because basically they banned like bonnets and stuff like that. And it seems like we are having the same conversation every single year about whether or not people should be wearing bonnets in public or wearing pajama pants. And my whole thing is, who give a fuck? Like, why are y'all so pressed about the way someone else shows up in society? Like, me personally, I I don't ever think that like something I do is like grouping everyone that has like, so basically something I do is not grouping black people in the same thing that I do, right? Something I do that as a black disabled trans person is grouping all black disabled trans people. Like, for y'all to think that is like really baffling to me. Like, get out that mindset. Like, if someone wants to wear a bonnet in public, why does that matter to you? Like, honestly, what is the problem? What is the problem? What if somebody is just going to go to the store real quick? Like, what is that doing to you? Like, stop grouping things that black people do as ghetto. Like, it will soon become what, classy if white people start doing it. You know they be using bonnets and shit now. Like, why do y'all have such an issue with black people doing this? Like, who cares? It's really anti-black. Like, especially for this to come out of like a black college, it's really anti-black. But this is not the first time that colleges have done that. I remember it was years ago, I think. It's a black university here. And basically, they were like, no locks. And I'm just like, this is a black hairstyle. What is the issue? What's going on? Can we, like, especially like when people are going to college, y'all are telling them not to wear comfortable clothing? Like, why do people need to dress in business suits to go to school? Like, you really trying to make them miserable. Like, this goes back to Misery Loves Company, the same thing I have been saying, like, for a couple videos. Like, y'all really be miserable and, like, y'all have to do it every single day to go to work, which, me personally, I still feel like is ludicrous, okay? Like, I don't understand why people have to dress up to go to work, honestly. But this is the world that we live in, okay? Anyway, but it was like this one creator and was like, yeah, white people go to work in whatever they want, honestly. And it's so true. Like, I remember back in the day when I was younger, it was this friend that I had, and she was white. And when I say, she would go to job interviews and literally anything, like jeans, like just a t-shirt, right? And then there's me dressing up. She would get jobs. Every job interview she went to, she got the job. I got saddle, okay? And I dressed up for every single job. Also, too, I do think it was tied to like me being queer, like a queer child. You know what I'm saying? Because, baby, the switch also always had this, like, this is the way I talked, like, all the time. Like, this is who I am. So in the job interview, I went who I am. The first job I actually did work was retail, and that did start the hell that we know. But anyway, that just goes to say, like, y'all have all these expectations for black folks, and then there are white people that don't do the same thing but get jobs, and y'all don't hold them to the same standard. Like us dressing up is not going to protect us. Us dressing up is not going to change the way people look at us. Okay? So all of that is literally white supremacy. Like us feeling the need that we have to look a certain type of way to be respected. Okay? They are always going to look at you as black. I remember in the book Cast, right here. I have my bookshelf right next to me. But in this book, it was like a specific section, and I'll have to look for it like maybe later. But in a specific section, it was talking about, I want to say he was a director of some sort. I can't remember exactly who it was, but I remember this person has like a lot of wealth, by the way, but he got like flagged by like police officers because he was like at the ATM and something happened or whatever, but the police officers were like in his business and not knowing who this person was. But that just goes to show it don't matter how much you make. You are still black at the end of the day. They're still going to look at you the same way. The more money you make, the better you dress is not going to change the fact that you are black. Okay? Yeah, like you could even, let's say you even buy your way into a neighborhood and you just feel like you are so much better than everyone else. They're still going to look at you as black. Me personally, I feel more comfortable in black neighborhoods. I truly do. The last neighborhood that I lived in, it was a lot more black folks. Well, the neighborhood I stay in now is majority black as well. But a lot of people used to be like, oh, you stay in the hood, you stay in the hood. And I was like, I really have no problems. It was some nights I literally left my door unlocked. And nothing happened because, you know, I don't know. Black people, we look out for each other. Like, everyone was really friendly and respectful in that neighborhood. We all waved at each other. We all had, like, banter, like, conversation. My neighbors, their cat would used to, like, come to my porch and greet me at my door. And they were like, it's not a problem. I was like, no, I like cats. But, yeah, stop. We really have to stop. Like, stop telling people, like black people specifically, how to dress, how to act, how to walk in order to fit in with white supremacy. It's not going to take away that we are black ever. I remember it was also something that happened a couple years ago. And I remember Monique from the Parkers, she got one online or on live or something, but it was a video that I saw. It may have been on her live or whatever, but she was talking about girls wearing bonnets in public and calling it ghetto and like, y'all need to stop doing that. And it's just like, they going to the airport. They going to Walmart. Like, who cares? Who cares? Long as they got their bills paid and whatnot they taken care of, why does it matter how they move in this world? What does that do to you? Is it taking money out your pocket how other people is moving in the world? Is it? Like, if you feel like you need to dress to the nine to go to the airport, that's your business. Go for it. But me personally, I want to be comfortable in the airport. I always wear something comfortable. What's wrong with people wanting to wear pajamas to the airport? What's wrong with people wanting to wear their bonnets to the airport? What's wrong with the people wanting to wear their bonnets and pajamas to school? Why not be comfortable? I love being comfortable. If I could have all my classes in bed when I was in college, I would have. Okay? the online classes were a lot harder, by the way. But what I'm saying is, like, if I could have the same amount of ease in person in my bed, like if my bed just traveled, that would be everything. But just remember that conversation and just like so many people on her side, especially like the elders, and it's just like, why? Why? Let's not forget that wrapping hair is protection. And like, wraps is such a big thing in our community. And bonnets are now a big thing in our community. I really don't see the problem. Like, it protects our scalp, it protects our skin. Like, what's the problem? And it's really about how y'all feel y'all are perceived and perceived by other folks. And who gives a fuck what they think? Because at the end of the day, they're still going to see us as black. Regardless if we dress to the nine. Regardless if we in a bonnet. Regardless if we in pajamas. Regardless if we rich. I remember I think it was something also that I might have read in Cass, actually. But it was talking about, like, it was maybe something that she had read or something. But it was poor white people that thought they were better than Obama. Just because they were white. And Obama is a rich black man. So this just really go to show you, like, we really got to stop. We have really got to stop. Let people wear what the fuck they want, especially the class. Especially the class. I don't understand. But anyway, I done got heated. I done got heated, but not really. But I wanted to talk about that. I really don't have much, like, things to show you. I need to start like putting like little videos and stuff so people can like see that. But I just really be talking off the dome. But if you have not read the Cass book, I highly recommend. This was a really good book that I read. And I am reading The Warmth of Other Suns, which was, I believe, her first book. And I'm super excited about that one. But this one was really, really good. She said basically when she was writing The Warmth of Our Suns, she saw that she was writing about caste systems. So that kind of what made her want to write this one. But anyway, yeah. Y'all have a good day. You know, read a book, maybe. Maybe rest. I'm going to continue to wash my clothes. I have a few more loads that I need to get finished. And yeah, y'all have a good rest of the day. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next time. Bye.